Today we're going to be giving you a beginner's guide. So we're pretty much going to be telling you things that you should do in the beginning of the game. We're going to give you 5 tips you can do as soon as you start playing. First thing you're going to do, you're going to research your player. What you're going to want to do, you're going to want to look at a YouTube video. If somebody's showing you all the characters in the game right now, or maybe you could go even further and find out characters that could come, but we don't know about those characters, so I wouldn't advise you to do that. What you want to do is you want to look at the abilities, see if you like them, and then eventually you can go out and go test them. So as soon as you get that character, like if you go for, you wish them in the banner, and you get that character, test them out before you continue wishing for them, pretty much for that character, so you can get, more constellations. Because if you don't like that character, you're not going to want to play, and you're going to stop playing that character. Then I would say learn how they're built, so you can build that character exactly the way that you want to build them. So for instance, we're gonna look at Razor. You could build him for an elemental, for him to use his, the electric, stuff like that, or you could build him for like physical damage and stuff like that. There's a couple ways. There's a lot of ways that you could build him. I would advise you to test it out because you can look on YouTube and it will give you some things for you to do, and like I said, you can do that. And when you look on YouTube, they give you different ways for you to build them. You're not gonna get the same substats that they get. Getting substats that are good, perfect for you, it's gonna be lucky. So, and like you wanna look at the builds pretty much so you can enjoy the game the way you wanna enjoy them, and you can learn how to use that character. Because you're probably like, all right, you probably won't like using like Razor. You're probably like, all right, he's too selfish because he has his E, he has his alt. And with Razor, I would advise people to use, like, sorry to interrupt, make sure you guys like, comment, and subscribe if you guys haven't already. We're trying to hit at least 300 subscribers by the end of this month. Christmas at the end of the month, we're trying to do a little something, and then, we got New Year's after that. But I appreciate it if y'all do, and I hope you enjoy the rest of the video. I would advise people to use Razor like this. You have one person that you could throw that bear out, and then you throw Fitru's Raven out, and then you can go all the way in with Razor and get max damage, and then switch back to Jingling. You can combine these two. It's a lot you could do with Razor, and then Jingling's alt is amazing with Razor. You could use both of these alt together. It's crazy. Another example would be Diluc. Now you're probably like, yeah, don't you gotta get lucky to get Diluc? Yes, you do have to get lucky to get Diluc as a free-to-play player, and I ain't gonna lie, I did get lucky. If you haven't watched that video when I got him, go check out that video, like ASAP. Go check out that. So the thing about Diluc, you can build him a couple ways. You can build him with physical damage, or you can build him with elemental, or finish with his fire. The Chrism Witch set, so that means I'm looking to use his alt and his E over and over and over again, and get some basic damage and stuff in there. I will be looking for some better pieces, and maybe eventually when more Genshin things come out, we'll maybe have to switch some things up. The team I'm building around him will be Jingling, so I can throw the bear out, get a shield from Diona, and get some heals, and then control the environment with Venti. And then have Diluc just go crazy. Like he could probably be the main DPS. But I can see like later on when the game, when the game starts to get more into like different things, I can see you might need to have two main DPS. This is number 2 on the list. Second tip, I would say pretty much use what you have. What I mean by that, say you start the game off with just. So what I mean by use what you have. From the beginning, this is what I had, like my first couple of characters that I had I wanted to use. I had the MC. We had the MC. We had Fitchel. We had the grind to get Jingling, and we had the grind to go get Barbara. And we pulled her a couple times. So that being said, like I said, use what you have. They say when the game first started off, you don't really need that many characters to go crazy. So I was using that main MC to pretty much do most of the damage, and I switched to Jingling for the for the fire. I switched to Fitchel for a little bit of from the Raven, and then Barbara's just there for the hills. Got through the game, as far as I could, and then we started pulling. So like what I said, from the beginning when we first started playing, if you've been playing since the beginning, you was able to get Razor, you was able to get Bennett. They just changed the star. I think it's a star glitter. They pretty much just changed the star glitter. shop. So you got Barbara in here, you got Kaya. So first it was Amber that was in there. Second was Lisa, and now it's Kaya. So if you plan on maxing out like the main the main characters that they give you, you're able to do it because they give you they give you a way to do it. We can cut that shit out. All right. So when it comes down to like, say if you don't got no characters that you want, that's already, like I said, just make sure you use your MC. Don't wish on a banner that don't have your character in there, because you're gonna be wasting wishes. With me, I'm not really gonna be wasting wishes because I want every character in the game, because I'm going to build pretty much every character in the game. And the way the 1.2 patch is looking, you're gonna want to get all the characters anyway, so you can get more wishes, and you want to level them up. So right now, like I said, we're leveling up everybody so we can complete a certain part of the abyss. Then after that, then we can slowly start building other things up, or we can start getting more artifacts for the characters that we have already. There's a lot of things that you could do in a game, but they put you behind a wall when it comes down to the resin. But as long as you're doing it daily, you'll get more damage and stuff like that. And like I said, I know the characters that they give you, like the main characters that they give you, like Kaya, you got Amber, and Lisa. I know they give you Kaya, Amber, and Lisa, and they might not be the best characters. They might not be appealing to you, but like I said, just use them. You just use them for the beginning. You don't have to level them up. Just play with them just for now until you get to a point where you get the characters that you want, and like I said, you can rock with them. Third tip, I would say explore. Go out and go explore the world. Go get the TPs and the teleporters, chests. When you go and explore, like, you learn a lot, and not gonna lie, bro, this game is amazing. I continue playing it because I love it. I love pretty much running around, exploring stuff, having certain builds. I love the art that they do. Like, I love the abilities. I love pretty much everything, everything that goes on. I love it. It's like, I feel like this game was perfect. This game has it all when it comes down to puzzles. Like, these puzzles, at one point I was stuck on a puzzle for like at least like 10-20 minutes, and I'm like, I think like 10-20 minutes just trying to. I ain't even go on YouTube for this puzzle. And you could go on YouTube for some of these puzzles, but I ain't even going on YouTube for the puzzles. That's how I was like so committed. My fourth thing is to put together a team. What I mean by this, once you guys just set people that you want, now I'm gonna go through and I'm gonna show y'all when it comes down to a set team and everything. The things that I'm talking about, I put Chung Young, I put Jinkyu, Diona, and Child. Child was a lucky pull, not gonna lie, but I feel like everybody was pulling him at that time. He does amazing damage. You see, I haven't leveled him up. I haven't leveled Jinkyu up or Chung Young up, but I have a team set just for the abyss, or I got a team set just in case I want to. I'm going to level him up. Eventually, I'm going to level him up because I'm not going to just sit here and not level him up. I got a team around Razor right now. This would be a good team for Razor. We're going to test Jin Yang out. We got a team for Dilute. The reason why I don't got Diona and Jin Yang on the same team because both shields don't. Pretty much when you get hit, like say if you got both shields on, when you get hit, it pretty much hits both shields. One shield doesn't protect the other. That's why I don't run them both on the same team. Last but not least, number 5, we will be managing our resources. What I say is use your resin soon as you start playing. Your resin is right here. Make sure you start using it. Go do your ley lines. Start using it so you can start getting your books, your Mora. And as soon as you're able to do a boss, do your boss. To me, to be honest, you can't. When people say, "Oh, they wasted their resources," to me, you can waste your resources when it comes down to artifacts. To me, when it comes down to material, I feel like you can't waste like your books, because if you plan, you should plan on using every character in the game. Well, that's if you want to. But I plan on using every character in the game. So when I level somebody up, I'm going to play with them eventually. So it might push me back of doing certain things in the abyss and stuff like that, getting that extra primo gems, the 150, 150. Like for instance, we don't have enough books to level up Jing Yin. So since we don't have a lot of we don't have enough. We don't have enough of these. We don't have enough flowers because we gotta go get flowers. Like I'm not gonna lie to you, these flowers are probably the most annoying thing in the game to go get, and it's like I gotta go do that to level her up. But like I said, when it comes down to being a free to play, you can push yourself back with leveling up things that you don't have to. For instance, at one point, Noelle was the only other healer I had, so I was leveling her up. I ended up stop leveling her up. She's level 60. Stop leveling her up. Stop using her. And I worked on Diona. Got her to 60. Didn't level her talents or anything yet, but I plan on getting that stuff up eventually. Same thing with Barbara. I'm not gonna lie to y'all. If y'all have I got a maxed out Constellations Barbara. This Barbara is something lethal. This right here fully restores the revived character HP to 100%. This effect can only occur once every 15 minutes. That right there, just being able to have the character that you was using to be revived if he dies, that means you could be more careless. But like I said, you don't need this, but it would be nice to have it. So like Barbara was free to play. They gave you one, or they gave you two. She was in a pack, so you could have 3, 4. That's how I got her max constellation. The only person I got close to max constellation other than that is Jingling. You already know that main, the MC, and Fitcher. Fitcher was the first person that I actually they gave you 2 of her too. Anybody else? I don't. Well, that's pretty much it. We'll be coming out with more videos soon, pretty much this week. Today's Monday. We're gonna be coming out with more videos in a week. Probably like 2 other videos, maybe more if we can get some gameplay or whatever. But I make sure y'all like, comment, and subscribe. We try to get this channel up. Hopefully y'all catch y'all on the next one. Peace.